Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little stream for you lads and lasses. Hope you're all doing well today. Get in there, you beauties. Happy Saturday. Hope you're enjoying watching the football. There's a couple of interesting scores going on at the moment. Chelsea come in the shit. Get in there, my son. You'd love to see it. I hope you're all doing well today, guys. Sorry to keep you waiting there. Basically, my internet just completely shat it, and hopefully it's going to be all right for the rest of the show. Had to reset the router and try and get it back on stable, and hopefully it is right now, guys. Let us know. Smash a 1 in the live chat if we are coming through loud and clear right now. Give us a bit of feedback. Let us know, because we have had some internet issues today. But I hope you're doing well today, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us and waiting for us to get going, you bunch of legends. How are we all doing? Yes, indeed. We've got some legends in here. Must play. Clint Torres, how you doing there? Stoic Savage, must play. What's going on there? Lou Man, Arsenal Manic, Madhouse, make the most of it. Get in there. What's going on there? The Mustard, Clint. Also good to see you, Alan Carter. Madhouse. Stoic wants a refund. What are you talking about here? Stoic says, I'm out. 20 minutes is ridiculous. See you later on, mate. Don't let the doorknob hit you in the vagina on the way out, my son. Do you know what I'm saying? We're having some technical issues here, getting ready to go, mate. It's not my fault, right? Do one. Man, good to see you, Madhouse. I've always said many times, the start times for these streams, they're just a guide time. Do you know what I mean? If I'm not here on time, wait longer. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like waiting, then do one. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a dear. Stoic Savage, get out, mate. He's already gone, to be fair, but you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to get on it. I'm stressed out enough being late, mate. I'm trying to fucking get technical stuff sorted out here, guys. It's pissing me off. I'm wound up enough as it is without you fucking fanny being a fanny. Do you know what I'm saying? Goodness me. Hello, Jummy. What's going on, Sir Jummy? How you doing, Mark? Hello there. What's going on, the Hoot Man? How you going? Must play as well. The Mustard. Get in there, my son. It's the Gunctionator. What's happening, Gunction? Hope you're doing well, bud. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Taco, Batmouse, Stephen, everybody, thank you very much for getting it. And apologies for keeping you waiting. And thanks for waiting around for us to get going. Do us a favour at the start of this show. Smash that like button on it. Give us a massive thumbs up if you haven't done so. Drop us a like. That would be awesome if you haven't done so. Please do hit the thumbs up. Thugger007 with a wonderful gem of wisdom right here, guys. He says, just have the notifications on and come in when the notification comes through that the stream started. It ain't rocket science, is it? Thugger007 knows what's up. Thugger007 knows what's up. Great to see you, legend. Get in there. Thank you. He knows. He knows what's up. Yeah, absolutely right. Okay, so yes, do us a favour at the start of this show, guys. Hit the thumbs ups if you haven't done so. Drop a little like on the stream. Share it around on social media if you want to do that as well. You can give it a share wherever. We'll give you a shout out a bit later on if you want to retweet the show at the top of the live chat there. There is a link to the Twitter post. You can give us a cheeky little retweet if you want, and we will shout you out a bit later. And as always, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit the sub up if new. Get yourself subscribing if you haven't done so, and all that jazz. Get yourself involved in the live chat. Right, okay, guys, so the transfer window is over. Manchester United, you know, let's face it, have had a bit of a shitter of a transfer window, haven't we? What an absolute guffer. Very bang average. You know, you've got to say it's been pretty disappointing. We're going to cover all the latest transfer sort of rundown, reaction, little bits and bobs of news that have filtered through today. And, of course, the latest on Amrabat in Manchester and the official unveiling, etc., etc. We'll cover all of that in the next sort of 45 minutes to an hour. And we're just seeing the results come through as well. So let me give you the score rundown. I'm sure you guys are watching it anyway, but Bournemouth have just got a late goal there to lead Brentford away from home. Big goal for them. Tottenham drubbing up Burnley 5-1. Son Heung-min hat-trick looking filth. Nottingham Forest about to beat Chelsea. Rhythm is a dancer. Anthony Elanga. He scores goals from everywhere. Oh, it's Elanga. Oh, I can feel it in the air. Oh, it's Elanga. Go on, Anthony Elanga. Get in there, my son. Come on. Drop up those Chelsea shitters. That's awesome, isn't it? Hopefully that finishes as it is right now with a 1-0 lead to Nottingham Forest would be amazing. Unfortunately, Manchester Cheaty are beating Fulham 4-1. They're a bunch of scumbags, aren't they? And it's Brighton Newcastle later on as well, folks. Brighton Newcastle later on. Okay then, guys, so let's cover the latest transfer news and goings on. Well, not really transfer news, but the transfer reaction and run down the final bits and bobs of info coming out for the window. So as we can see here, you know, look at this picture right here, guys. Amrabat on the plane. mean? You love to see it. No, that's not Andrew Tate on his private jet. That is Sofyan Amrabat, guys. Sofyan Amrabat has travelled over to United today. This is from his agent earlier on Instagram. It says new chapter. And obviously he is in Manchester right now. He is at Carrington. He has fulfilled some media duties, etc. And it's bloody awesome, guys, to be honest. It's bloody awesome. I mean, I am very much looking forward to seeing him unveiled officially at the football club. Obviously, we know we got the official confirmation from manunited.com and various places last night. But yeah, can't wait to see him actually as a United player and actually playing for us. He's not going to be playing tomorrow, obviously, but after the international break, he'll be back, he'll be ready, he'll be featuring, ready to go for us, and he should hopefully transform that midfield, shouldn't he? So, you know, he is obviously in Manchester right now. There's some media obligations that are taking place also, so we'll just pop that up on the screen. Obviously, here's just a picture as well. Sofyan Amrabat and his agent arrived at Carrington. So, pretty awesome, really. You know, he is getting his media obligations out of the way. I'm sure there'll be some photos with him and Ten Hag holding the shirt, etc., coming out very soon, perhaps even during this show. We're hoping something like that might materialise. So we'll keep you up to date with the official news on Sofyan Amrabat's unveiling at United. Get in there, my son. Oh, Rugmuncher 007, thank you so much for getting here on the show with a £10 super chat. What's going on there, Rugmuncher 007? Thank you very much for the £10 super chat. How's the rugs today, mate? He says there's only one 007 in here, mate. Who's the other 007 in here? Is there? I'm confused, lad. Who's the other 007, mate? You know what I'm saying? You are the only 007 in here, mate, because you're the only person who's got enough ego to compare themselves to the Don James Bond lad. You know what I'm saying? But no, Rugmuncher 007, thank you so much for the £10 super chat. You're right about that. You're the only Rugmuncher in here as well, it seems. Look at that, Rugmuncher 007, lad. Big love, let's get some big love in the live chat there, please, to him. Have Chelsea lost, have they, guys? Get in there, my son. Piss off, Chelsea. They've lost to Nottingham Forest, it seems. That's what's going on there. Nice one. Thank you, Rugmuncher. I appreciate that, by the way. Welcome in, by the way, to... hang on. Where's that gone? Rufus the Red, mate. What's going on? How are you doing? Long time no see. What's happening? Says you losing weight on purpose? I am, actually, yeah. I have lost a fair bit of weight on purpose, yeah. It's intentional. It is intentional, yes. Don't worry, I haven't got a disease or anything. I have lost weight over the last year or so, yes. I've lost 8 stone, actually, which is like over 100 pounds over the last year or so. On purpose, yes, don't worry, I don't have AIDS. You know, you don't have to worry about that. This is all on purpose. Thank you very much for noticing, though. Hey, Bruce McIntosh. Thank you very much, Rufus. I appreciate that. I hope you're keeping well as well, bud. Brucey McIntosh says, Piggo, I am 00, says Bruce McIntosh. Okay, I really don't understand what all this sort of James Bond stuff's all about right now in the live chat, guys, but fair enough, you know, if that's what you want to pretend. That's cool, you know, each to their own and all that. Brucey McIntosh, thank you very much for getting in here, bud. I appreciate that. Stay classy, my friend. We don't need to have a little fight over who's the most James Bond sort of person in the chat, just so you know. Ezio Auditor, thank you for being a member for 1 year, bud. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everybody, can we get a hashtag 1 year and a cheeky little birthday cake emoji in there? Thank you, Ezio Auditor, for being a member for a year, bud. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's awesome of you, dude. What's the secret, JDB? What to weight loss? Be a Manchester United fan. That's the secret to weight loss, mate. Watch Manchester United, who will literally make you burn calories through stress and horrible vibes. There you go. That's what you need to do. Be a United fan. It's super frustrating. It burns the calories. Trust me. If I can encourage anyone to lose weight, just start supporting Manchester United, and that will help. No, in all seriousness, it's just been like a calorie-controlled diet, really, for a year. Nothing really too stupendous about it. In fact, I've put on half a stone in the last week or so, guys. But yeah, Man United, being a Man United fan will definitely test you, and it will definitely burn a few cows. Come on, City, get out, Prakash Kumar. By the way, is it game over yet? It's not, actually. There's 7 minutes of added time, it seems, in that Chelsea-Nottingham Forest game. But hopefully Chelsea are going to lose that. Anthony Elanga's goal. Agent Elanga, we sent him over there. Obviously, they've bought him from Manchester United this summer. And he scored the only goal of the game to beat Chelsea away from home at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea having a shit start again. You love to see that. Great stuff. Right, okay, guys, so let me just actually get into the news then. Thanks for everyone being here. Drop the thumbs up on it. Give us a share around if you want as well. That'd be awesome. I am melting today. Haven't been up that long. I feel a little bit under the weather. Got a bit of a man flu on the go. But cheers for you all, getting in. Appreciate you and hope you're having a great Saturday. The end of the transfer window. Thankfully, it's over. We obviously don't have too much to celebrate. I guess we've got quite a few decent players, but overall, it's not very good window for Manchester United. We've obviously failed to have a very successful one if you compare us to all the other top teams. I suppose a lot of them have done a lot better business. I think Chelsea have had a good window. Liverpool arguably had a better window. Manchester City had a better transfer window as well. So I think it's going to be quite tricky for Manchester United to really compete this year for the top spots. Don't really think it's going to happen, sadly. We have done some good bits of business, i.e., being able to move Greenwood on in some capacity. He was obviously a bit of a nightmare situation at the football club with everything that was shrouding him off of the pitch. Now he's gone, that's good. But most of the players that we wanted to see go are still here. People like Harry Maguire, people like Scott McTominay. So very underwhelming there in being able to get rid of some of the shart bags at the football club, the players that we wanted to see go. They're still here, unfortunately. It's very disappointing. And we've signed okay players. We've signed an okay set of players. If you just want to go through it with me, guys, we've got, of course, Sofyan Amrabat, Mason Mount. We've got Rasmus Hojlund. We've signed Johnny Evans back on a short-term deal as well. We've also signed Reguilon on a loan. The whole thing's very underwhelming, to be honest. I mean, let's get raw. And Onana, of course, is a good goalkeeper signing as well. Chelsea have lost, have they, guys? Is it full-time in the Chelsea game? Is it full-time in the Chelsea game? Let us know if they have. It's getting there, guys. It is full-time. Piss off, you absolute scummers. They've been done there, guys. They've lost. It's full-time in the Chelsea game. Let's all laugh at Chelsea, guys, in the live chat there. They have lost to Nottingham Forest at home at Stamford Bridge as well. That is a terrible result for Chelsea. That's fantastic, and I'm loving that, to be honest with you guys. 5-1. Drubbings, 5-1. Manchester City have beaten Fulham. That's about to end as well. That's piss poor. Chelsea have lost to Nottingham Forest. Absolutely love to see that, guys. They're so gash, aren't they? We've got Mauricio Pochettino in now. Don't think it's going to be a great season for them. A lot of people are saying because of the transfer window that they've had and buying a lot of players, they'll probably do better this season and maybe even challenge for top 4. I don't think so on that one, peeps. I think they're going to struggle pretty hardcore. Okay, yeah, that City game's finished now as well. They're a bunch of bastards, aren't they? They just win all the time, sadly. Okay, right, that's brilliant, though, guys. Chelsea have lost. That's some good points dropped for them. You love to see that. Tottenham have beaten Burnley 5-2. Interesting results. Right, that's all the results. That's all the games over then of the afternoon then, guys. So, yeah, there's obviously another game on later on today at 5:30. But we're just going to cover all the latest news before then. So let's do a quick rundown of the transfers that Manchester United have got. Everybody have a little vote in the live chat out of 10 on each of these transfers and see what you kind of think. And I'll give you my thoughts and opinion on them as well. So Andre Onana for 50-odd million coming in from Inter. What do you think of Andre Onana signing for the football club? I'm going to go ahead and give him a cheeky little... I'm going to give it quite a high rating for Andre Onana. I'm going to give it a 7. I think he's a 7. Obviously, still remains to be seen whether or not he can do it. Hey, get in there, Gaming Sim. That's awesome, mate. You're smashing another 10k. Dude, get in there, mate. You're a running machine, lad. Listening in, that's beautiful, lad. 10k is no small amount, lad. That's beautiful, lad. Good stuff. Keep it up, dude. Stoics, Shadow Stoic says 8. 7 yet to prove himself. 8 says Jaheim Matthew. 10 says Rugmuncher 007. 6 says Mark Coughlin. 8 says Nick S. Onana's an 8. 7 says Alan and Johnny. Ian Pritchard's a 7. Bruce is a 6. Fair enough. I think those are pretty good ratings, guys. I think you're probably onto something there. I do think that, yeah, he's going to have a good season. He looks a good player. He's the sort of player that's going to transform the way we play. And Ten Hag obviously wanted him. We could have kept David De Gea. I still think it's not really the position in the team we needed to worry about too much, but we did. And we spent a lot of money. We allowed David De Gea to go. A little bit strange, but hey, look. It's a good signing. So, yeah, I'm happy with that one. Let's go on and continue then. Sofyan Amrabat, guys. We're trying to stay with the positive ones to begin with. Sofyan Amrabat, let's give him a rating out of 10. For me, I'm going to give him a solid 8 out of 10. I think it's a great bit of business. He looks an absolutely stunning player. As we've mentioned, you know, there's obviously good news about him arriving at Old Trafford or Carrington and doing the media duties, and he's expected to be officially unveiled by Manchester United very soon. In fact, we might have some pictures coming through very, very soon indeed. So that's great, obviously. He's coming for 35 million euros in total, but that's if we exercise the obligation. I think we've got an obligation. Is it an obligation? Is it an option? But we're going to have to exercise that next summer, obviously, to complete the deal. Right now, we've just paid 10 million up front to bring him in on a season-long loan. So there's no real expenditure that's gone on for the Sofyan Amrabat deal as of yet. The overall cost of the value of the deal could be 35 million euros at the end of it, but right now it is 10 million up front. So it's a pretty exceptional deal that United have managed to pull off here. Not seen his best as Ian, 8, 7, 8, 10. A lot of people happy with the Sofyan Amrabat signing as well. And I agree. I think that is a good transfer from United's point of view, especially with the sort of player that he is. So here's some stats from Sofyan Amrabat. I'll just pop up on the screen here for a second. And in terms of a lot of different metrics, in terms of what you want from a midfielder, he is ranked very, very favourably indeed. So Sofyan Amrabat of Fiorentina is ranked in the top 2% of central midfielders in Europe per 90 minutes. So his progressive carrying of the ball is 200 yards, is right bang up there, very, very high ratings compared to his peers. Passing accuracy 92%. So you talk about somebody that just smashes the passes and keeps hold of the ball very well for you throughout the 90 minutes of a game of football. 73 passes in a game of football on average as well, very high. Progressive passes 9.61 per game. This is something that obviously Ten Hag and United are going to be interested in trying to get more of, is not just midfielders who keep hold of the ball, but actually progress play with the ball. So he's the sort of player that can progress play well with his forward passing and being able to have that vision and be able to distribute the ball well. So that's great. Passes into the final third, 9.27 per 90 as well. You know, this is more of the same. Can get you going, can create attacking phases for you. Switches in play 1.54, and he's one of the best ball playing centre mids in Europe, as these stats would suggest. And this is from Statman Dave on Twitter. So you've got to say, we're getting a real quality passer, technical player here who should hopefully be able to do bits in terms of transforming the way we play football in that midfield and to give us a stronger base to play from as well. Right now, we have got Mr. Casemiro there, who's obviously a great holding midfielder and great passer of the ball, technically brilliant as well. But he's doing it all on his own. You need somebody alongside him. So hopefully Sofyan Amrabat is going to come in there and be that sort of guy for us, and hopefully do that next to Casemiro would be brilliant. Gary Neville thinks that's the case, so here's some quotes from Gary Neville as well. Gary Neville's quoted as saying on Sofyan Amrabat's signing, he says, "I think Ten Hag wanted a ball-playing midfielder. Go back 12 months to Frankie de Jong, and basically Mount isn't a ball-playing midfielder. I think he presses well. I think he links well. I think he runs forward. I think he always wanted this type of player." So yes, he wanted somebody who's got a bit of bollocks about him in the tackle, but also fundamentally is a fantastic ball player, fantastic passer, technical player, can create, can keep hold of it for you, great in possession, etc. So that's the sort of player that we're getting with Sofyan Amrabat, guys. It is a fundamentally different sort of player to the likes of Mount, to the likes of Bruno, etc. I mean, he is going to be more of a holder, more of a distributor, more of a playmaker. Bruno's obviously a great passer of the ball as well, but he is the sort of guy that's running around like a lunatic. This guy has got more abilities probably to play deeper for us and play alongside Casemiro, so I'm loving that. I know, Kate Cadet, get in there. Let's all laugh at the Chelsea scum. I do know that. We've been talking about it. Joshua Whitfield, yes, I've heard Anthony Langa had a fantastic game against him as well. Awesome to see. Let's hope he has a very good career after leaving Manchester United. Yeah, great shout. I'm loving that. A Langa buyback clause. Well, I didn't actually watch the game, but I understand he had a very, very good good performance. I didn't watch it, YZ, but obviously we were covering it through this, through this, the start of this video that they've lost, and that is obviously great news. Kinkichi Otaka, how are you doing, you long-time legend? I hope you're keeping well, Kinkichi. How are you doing, my friend? How's it going? I hope you're having a good one today, lad. Thanks for joining the stream. Yes, mate. By the way, if you're just getting in the stream, everyone, take a second to drop that thumbs up on this video. Let's see if we can get 100 likes on this afternoon show today. Of course, we'll be back on tonight for a 10 p.m. show. We're going to do a preview of the Arsenal game tomorrow sometime as well. Probably about lunchtime, 12:30, somewhere around about there before the afternoon kickoffs. We'll cover all the latest team news and predictions and stuff like that. Yeah, that's awesome, isn't it, Kinkichi? Elanga ripped Chelsea apart. That's so cool, man. I'm so happy for him. You know, maybe it was a mistake getting rid of Elanga. I don't know. I think he wasn't going to get a lot of game time at United. This is a good opportunity for him to go and flourish. He's a good young player. Just not really good enough for United, really, if we're being honest. And we've got a lot of good young players in that area, such as Alejandro Garnacho and, of course, Rashford. So it's always going to be difficult for him to break into the side. John getting in here with a super chat. John, what's your problem, mate? Oh, no. John's got in here with some 5-1 guff, baby blue moon. Yeah, whatever, mate. Nobody cares, John. You're a bunch of cheats. It's just a matter of time before you guys are found out and punished. Enjoy it while you can, lad, because at some point you're going to be playing in the National League. Yeah, that's right. Get out, son. Thank you, though, John, for getting in here. Fair play to you, dude. Right, so Amrabat's a good side of this league, guys. I'll just paper over that. We're not interested in the City scum. I was talking about. I did say that. Yes, okay, you've won. You always win because you cheat. You are a good team with good players, but you've cheated your way there, my friend. Exactly. Fire up. Paid for by oil, lad. Exactly. Anyway, let's move on to the next player. I'm going to talk about now Mason Mount. Mason Mount, let's give a rating of Mason Mount signing. Quick rundown of the transfers, and then we'll cover all the latest sort of goings on and news and stuff. Let's give a rating of Mason Mount, guys. Honestly, I'm going to give him a 4 or 5 out of 10. In fact, I'm going to give it a 4. I'll tell you why. He's too much money for the player that he is. So we've overpaid for this guy. He's ended up very expensive for the sort of player that he is. If you look at Maddison at Tottenham for £20 million less, that's a much better value deal. And he's a better player, if you ask me. So, you know, obviously we're not going to just write off Mason Mount just yet. You've got to give him a chance. But on the face of it, the amount of money that we've paid for him, it's just a lot of money for the player that he is. And like Gary Neville says down below there, he's not even necessarily stylistically what we wanted as a ball player. He is a presser, which is why Ten Hag's got him. But fundamentally, what's going to happen now, I think our best midfield three is probably Amrabat, Casemiro and Bruno, which means that we've paid £60 million for a backup sort of squad player. Pretty outrageous. Yeah, we've got a lot of options at left wing. Kinkichi, absolutely. 4 or 5, says Nick. 5 says Batmouse. 6 says Dennis. 5 says Ian Bridge. Yeah, pretty bang average, isn't it? It's very much a bang average acquisition, that one. 5 so far. He's had a bit of a ropey start at his United career as well. He needs to sort of kick on. He's got an injury issue at the moment as well. Ten Hag's going to give him a lot of faith and give him a lot of time and guidance, I'm sure. He is only 24. You've got to give him support and try and hope that he, you know, goes on and does some good stuff for this football club. But you know my thoughts on Mason Mount. I've said for years, I think he's pretty bang average. So we'll see about that one. We've paid a lot of money for somebody who's reasonably bang average there. John, though, thank you very much for getting in here with another one. Just, like, do you know what, John? Do one. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to really piss me off, mate. We're talking about Manchester United here. We're not interested in you shitty scumbags. The quadruple is ours, babe. Haaland. Yeah, nice one. John, I don't care if you pay me $1.99. Have fun being timed out here, bud. I'm timing you out for 5 minutes, mate, because I've had enough of your bullshit, to be honest, mate. I'm in no mood today to deal with some city wank chops, gloating, cheating bastard, to be honest with you, John. I know it's all banter, it's all fun and games, mate, and, you know, fair play to you, know, but, you know, wind your neck in, lad. Wind your fucking neck in, lad. Talk about something else, mate. Yeah, you're boring. You're boring me. Okay? Nice one. Mount is overhyped, says Andrew Goncalves. Yeah, good stuff. Maybe so. Maddison is very good. We probably should have gone for him. Let's ask the live chat, guys. Who would you have rather seen United side, Maddison or Mount? Let us know. Let us know. But for me, it's definitely Maddison, especially for the money. He was 20 million less. Tommy Boyle thinks that Mason Mount's a 5 out of 10. Hope you're doing good today, Tommy. Slim Reaper, I'm not too shabby, lad. Thanks for asking. Exactly. Kinkichi says, my God, John, enough with the Man City bollocks, lad. Precisely. I've had enough of that shite, mate, to be honest. Nobody cares about Man City, lad. Man City are just a cheating set of scumbag wankers. Let's be honest. The only reason they've got success is because of oil money coming in. Before that, you're a fucking joke club, lad. And you will be a joke club again in the future once you've been found out for breaches of all your fucking financial fair play and all your cheating that you've done and outright shithousery and cheating that's taken place at Manchester City. You know, it's going to happen, mate. I look look forward to the day when we stand up, looking down on you twats in the fucking National League, playing conference football against Piggin, Rushden and Diamonds or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because surely that's got to happen at some point. You've got to get punished for your outright cheating, Lance Armstrong type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's coming, mate. It's coming. Enjoy it while you can, because at some point you're going to get sacked off, I would imagine, unless you make it go away with your cheating money payments and stuff like that, you dirtbag. Madison says Stephen, Madison says Slim Reaper, Madison says Vincent, Madison, so clear says must play. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, that's why I've timed him out, King Boomy, mate. We don't want to hear from City scummers so relentlessly about how fantastic City are. The only reason you're any decent is because of your cheating ways, like I've gone over it many times. You are officially scum, a scum team. Everybody hates City. Tommy says Madison and Ward-Prowse. Been saying it for seasons now. They fit our way of playing. Yeah, I would have preferred those two as well, to be honest with you there, Tommy. Boy, lad. I don't know. I do think we've had a bit of an overall poor window. So, look, most people think that Mason Mount's a bang average signing there. Nice one. Let's move on to Rasmus Hojlund then. Rasmus Hojlund. Okay, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Get your thoughts and opinions in on Rasmus Hojlund. I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. Get your ratings in. But for me, he's too much money and he's unproven to a degree. I think he actually looks class and he probably will be a good youngster for us. I'm going to only give it a 6, though, because I just feel like he's not proven yet. He's still young. He's developing. He's only ever played in Serie A. It's a different league, different culture. We're putting a lot on his shoulders, aren't we? We're actually just like putting all of the eggs in the Rasmus Hojlund basket and hoping that he's going to be the man to fire us to success this season. It's a bit of a risk, guys. It's a bit of a risk. Arsenal Manic says 5, Dennis says 7. Jory's out, says Dabo. Vincent's going 4. Shadow Stoic says 4. 6.5 says Madhouse. Yes, indeed. 4 says Shadow Stoic. 7 says Stephen Shipman. AR Dan's going 6. 6.5 says Freedom Journey. He could be good. Yes, that's the thing with him, though. We don't actually know whether or not he's going to be great or he could end up being a bit of a slow starter at the football club. He is a young kid. He's only 20 and he hasn't played Premier League football ever before. So he could end up being a reasonably slow starter, but he has got great potential. And based on the player that he looks and based on his accolades last season in Serie A, he does look like he will be good. He got 9 goals and 11 assists last season, I think in 20 games or something. 20 goal contributions in 20 games is absolutely sensational, to be honest. So he's going to have lots of faith put in him by Ten Hag. Obviously, he's going to be our main guy up there at number 9 once he's back fit. Could maybe be featuring the game tomorrow against Arsenal. That remains to be seen. But the jury is still kind of out on him because he does need time to develop and he does need time to settle in and actually get fit and everything. And so we've signed a player that is unproven in the Premier League. It's not like you're going to get somebody like Son or Kane or somebody who's proven to be a fantastic player in the Premier League and you've got a lot of faith in them to just instantly come in and slot in and do the job. This is somebody that we have to just give time to and hope he's going to develop. I think he is going to be a fantastic player for us, but I'm not expecting too much too soon from him. I think if you think about what he could do for us, it's more likely that he's going to start hitting his heights as a footballer in a few years' time. Right now, he's only a 20-year-old kid. Gungshi, yes, says he's excited about Hojlund. Mate, I am too. I mean, especially when you consider who he's coming in to replace. Rashford's not a number 9. Marcy was an injury-prone melter. Sancho can't do it either at the top there, it seems. So we're actually desperate to get Rasmus Hojlund in the team. So I am excited to see what he's going to do. Oh, Jude Bellingham, he's had an unbelievable goal-scoring rate, hasn't he, King Boomy? That's who we should have gone and got. If we had proper owners, you know, obviously maybe he would have rather have gone to Real instead. But bloody hell, I mean, he is some player. He's having a great start to his career over there in Spain. Son would have been amazing at United, wouldn't he? Oh, my God, what a player. Huge risk, even blind faith really shows. So young and unproven, not like us to not have a worldie up top. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, I know. There's a few options, wasn't there? We could have gone and got Harry Kane, Osimhen. There's a bunch of options up there, but we've gone with the most raw, young, unproven option. This guy is a good option. He looks like a very good player, but like you've just said, there's a lot of faith that has to be put in him, really. Chelsea already in the mud, gets in there. Yeah, the last real striker we had was Zlatan at 35, says AR Dan. Yeah, fair one. Bellingham's unbelievable, isn't he? Yeah. I really rate Matoma, Ian Ernest. Really, really rate Matoma. I think he's a fantastic player, yeah. And we should probably look to to sign him in the future, mate. Honestly, I think he's a very good player. Hi there, Bell691. What's going on? Thank you for getting in here. Thanks, everyone, for getting in here. I appreciate you guys on this sunny Saturday. It is a nice day today. Hey, we're only 15 likes away from 100 likes. Who's going to be number 100? Keep hitting the thumbs ups on the stream if you haven't done so. That'd be awesome. Drop a little like on it and get yourself in there raw. Okay, let me just see if there's any new information that's come out with Amrabat very quickly. I want to keep checking this. Oh, yes. I don't think there is anything yet in regards to, like, photos of Amrabat with Ten Hag, with the shirt, etc., you know. So, let's carry on, then, with the rating. So, Rasmus Hojlund, it still remains to be seen whether or not he's going to be doing good things for United, but probably he will be a good option for us. But I'm not blown away by that signing, just simply because of the fact, well, he is reasonably unproven. Right, okay, who else have we signed then, guys? So, Reguilon. Here's a picture of Reguilon at Old Trafford. He's absolutely loving it. You know, oh, nice one. Yeah, Reguilon at Old Trafford. Look, to be honest, you know, it's a 5 out of 10. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. The reason is, it's cost us nothing. He's literally coming in with no fee, and it's just it's a loan deal to cover the left-back injuries. We wouldn't be getting this guy otherwise, to be honest. He's all right. He's bang average, really. He's all right, but it really is just a complete definition of an average sign in that one. But it's just a necessity, I guess, due to the fact we've got injury problems at left-back. So I'm not going to dwell too much on him. He's probably not going to play that much. He'll probably be going back in January. Alan thinks it's a 2 out of 10. Ian says 3. Ernest and Arsenal Manic think 2 out of 10. 7 for Reguilon. Well, I'm giving it a 5. I'm rating it based on the fact that he is literally come in for basically nothing. We're just covering his wages. And he's just a backup anyway, isn't he? So it's not a terrible signing. It's all right. We have cheaped out in the end there, though. But, you know, it's all right coming in for cover. 6 says Batman. Dennis Barnaby says 4. Elliot says 4. Henrik Kelman's going 6. Madhouse says 4. Mustard says 2. 3.5 says Freedom Journey. 5 says Rug Bunch. Yeah, exactly. Andrew says, for a guy who was going back to Tottenham in January, he seems very excited. I know, that's so true, isn't it? Javan Arani, hello to you. Dennis Barnaby says 4. Get in there, raw, Randall. Indeed. Reguilon 5, mate. Barely played for Atletico last season. You want a Mark Cucurella? Hey, fair play, me too. In the end, we cheaped out, didn't we? There was the option of bringing in Cucurella for a few £1 million, and Chelsea didn't want to have us to have the option of a break clause in that deal. So, you know, it turned out obviously that we went for the cheaper option because, well, Chelsea weren't prepared to let us send Cucurella back in January, and they wanted a few million up front. Hello, John O'Connor, Secret Underdog the Gamer, everyone. Thanks for getting in here. I appreciate you guys. Yes, indeed. Greenwood next year to Real Madrid. We'll get onto that in a little bit. Okay then, guys. Well, we could easily carry on with the ratings of these players, right? I think, who else have we signed? I mean, the rest of the players that we signed, they're just sort of nondescript, like Johnny Evans. We're not going to bother giving him a rating, obviously. You know, it's a low rating. He's just a backup coming in here who hopefully gets ahead of Slabby Maguire in the team. So there's nothing, I don't even want to talk about Johnny Evans, really. It's a pointless sort of a signing. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, though. Am I forgetting somebody? I don't know. Rasmus Hojlund, Onana, Mason Mount, Amrabat, Johnny Evans. I don't know. I think it's a shit window, isn't it, guys? Oh my God! When you actually think about that, I've just listed all the players there. When you think about how bad of acquisitions we've made, it's very underwhelming, guys. Oh, and a sub-keeper, Alte. Yeah, Alte Bayender. That's it. Yeah. Okay, guys, that is poor, isn't it? Oh my God! Right. So we've just done the ratings for all of the players individually. Oh, let's rate the overall transfer window from Manchester United then, considering all the players that have gone out as well. So we have got rid of a lot of players in this summer transfer window as well. People like Mason Greenwood, people like Anthony Elanga, people like Dean Henderson. You know, there's been some decent sales. Honestly, overall, my honest opinion of it is it's a 3 out of 10 transfer window, guys. We've been let down by the Glazers shithouses once again. They're not willing to truly invest. They blame it on financial fair play and all this sort of stuff. But then you see Chelsea spending £1 billion in a short space of time and structuring their deals differently. And how are they able to get through the loopholes and we aren't? Well, it's because they've got owners that are really truly prepared to invest, I suppose, at this time. 2 says King Boomy. AR Dan's going 3. 4 out of 10. Window says Mounts. Ian says 4. John says 3. Batman says 5. Alan Carter says 4. Lot of poor rating coming in here for this transfer window, and I agree entirely with you guys. I think they've really let us down this summer. And I actually don't think Ten Hag's bought overly well. I think he's bought some good players like Rasmus Hojlund, Andre Onana. You know, Amrabat looks a good solid sign, and especially for the money. I'm really, really not convinced by his overall structuring of the team. Like, I personally think we probably would have been better off trying to go for Harry Kane and not buying Mount and not buying Onana. Now, obviously, it's down to the style of play that Ten Hag wants to play, and he knows that we've got to back him. But I'm not overly convinced with what we've done. And also, Mason Mount is a lot of money to spend on a player who, well, I don't think adds that much to the starting 11. I don't think we bought overly well this summer, I'll just be totally honest. But we'll see. I mean, last season, obviously, we bought reasonably well, and we were not expecting as much as we got from the team. Ten Hag did really well to exceed expectation. Let's see if he can do it again. That American guy, what's going on, bro? It's my nephew Zach. How you doing, my friend? He says, -4 out of 10. Yeah, good shout. Poor window from United. Very, very bang average. Overall is a 5. Would have given much higher rating if Maguire and McTominay was sold, says Kinkichi. Typical Glazer window, says Mounts 5. Yeah, exactly, the mustard lad. Murtow and Arnold, absolute melts as per usual. Glazer pocket profits. And leave the manager hung out to dry. Yeah, fair one. Strange sort of acquisitions we made in general, though, I have to admit. So, the Rasmus Hojlund signing, it remains to be seen. Ten Hag knows what he wants. Bit strange, though. A lot of money, 72 million. We could have gone and got somebody with a bit more experience for a little bit more money, i.e. Kane, Osterman, Gonçalo Ramos, who knows. There's certainly options out there that we could have gone and got instead of a 20-year-old, but Ten Hag knows what he wants. Same goes for Mount. We could have gone and got somebody else, Maddison, and saved some money, for instance, but Ten Hag knows what he wants. Andre Onana could have just given David De Gea a new contract and invested in the outfield areas of the team, but Ten Hag knows what he wants. So we've got to trust Ten Hag. I don't understand some of these signings, though, to be honest. But there you go. We could have maybe done a bit more. Yeah, big shout out to Anthony Elanga. Overpaid for many of the acquisitions as well, too, Pig. Yeah, definitely. So Rasmus Hojlund, £72 million, a ridiculous amount of money to spend on a realistically unproven striker in the league. Then Mason Mount, 60 million is an absolute joke of a transfer as well. You're right, we've overpaid for quite a lot of players here. You're spot on, lad. You're spot on. Okay, right then. Very, very underwhelmed with the transfer window in general, guys. What can I say? Very, very underwhelmed. Let's talk about this then. Let's move on to this. This is something that we've got more information on as well. Mason Greenwood to Getafe. You know what this really seems like? It just seems like Manchester United are trying to let him go somewhere where they can gloss over what's happened. They can protect an asset, which is an expensive player that they've got in the club that they've developed from 7 years old. Rather than perhaps do the right thing and try and get rid of this guy permanently, they have just loaned him out for the season. He will be coming back to Manchester United next summer, and he will still be a United player then. So I don't think United are going to mutually terminate this contract or even just terminate his contract and pay him off. Doesn't seem to be the case. It looks like Mason Greenwood is here to stay for the foreseeable. Will we be trying to get rid of him and loan him out again next summer? We've got 2 years left on a contract with Mason plus an option for an extra year. He's worth money. He's worth a heck of a lot of cash. And the reality with Mason Greenwood is, I think United might just be trying to, what's the word? Maybe hedge their bets a little bit here and give themselves the option of perhaps keeping him at some point. In a year's time after he played at Getafe, maybe the dust has settled a little bit. The storm has blown over Mason, and it's gone. Obviously, right now he is like public enemy with a lot of the United fan base, so he's not wanted by a lot of the fans at the football club. But time's a great healer, and if Mason Greenwood goes over there to Spain and plays regular football and gets his head down and scores a lot of goals, and time goes by, and he does some public interviews or whatever the case may be, then just maybe Manchester United have a go at keeping him again next season. It wouldn't surprise me. This is the sort of shithouses that we've got at the football club, like the Glazers with their greed. They're not the type of people just to get rid of somebody like this and terminate him and cost themselves money. He's an asset at the end of the day, and they want to get money for the guy. So, okay, that's cool. I get it. They want money for him, and right now they can only get a loan deal done. It's better for Getafe to take him on and he remains playing football and remains to develop, and also, we get some wages off of the books rather than just have him sat there. But the alternative, I guess, was they just terminated him. You know, it would have been quite foolish for the football club to come out and make that statement that Mason Greenwood was not going to be at Manchester United anymore and that we were going to part ways just for him to stay at United in the reserves. That would have been very, very strange indeed. Or not even in the reserves, but just stay at United and not play and be paid. That would have been very strange indeed. So this is the lesser of two evils for Man United from an asset point of view. Get him out on loan. Look, this is the deal with Mason Greenwood, right? So his wages, right, guys, the majority of which are being paid by Manchester United. This is how piss poor we are run as a football club. So we're paying him to go and play for Getafe, basically. So there is confirmation from Fabrizio that says that Manchester United will cover more than 50% of Mason Greenwood's salary while he's on loan at Getafe. Greenwood will be back to United in June 2024 after spending the season in Spain. So I do think it's just kind of like, I don't know, I think Man United are trying to keep hold of this guy long term. They're trying to sort of weather the storm here over the next 12 months, allow him to have to prove himself again elsewhere, have to deal with the media backlash and everything elsewhere, and we don't have to really deal with it. That's what I think's happening. That's what I think's going on here. So we'll see, obviously, in a year's time what happens, but we won't really know until then. What do you think, guys? I'm not asking you should he stay or should he go, but do you think Manchester United will try and keep him in the future? Yes or no? We've already seemingly decided against keeping him, but look, this is just a loan, and he's coming back again in June 2024. Do you think we'll try and keep him, yes or no, in the future? Yeah, look at that. Konkichi says United are trying to keep him and sell him at high value. I agree with that statement as well. That's a fair point, yeah. I think that's what they've done here is next summer they get him back, and then maybe after all this is settled, there might be a few more teams interested in him, and there might be teams that see what a good player he actually is, and once this is behind him, this part of his career is behind him, just maybe they'll be able to get more money for him. That's also true. So, I don't know. I think they might try and keep him as a player, but they also may just be keeping him to try and get more money from him in the future. That's very true. As I say, he's got 2 years left on a deal and an option for an extra year. They will try, says Alan. No to Mason, says Jonathan. Glazers, 100% will, says Bell. No, unfortunately, says Sean. Yes, says Stephen. No, says Simon. Yeah, the new owners were shifting him out after a big fee, I reckon, says Slim Reaper. Dangling account in another league to get value. Yeah, that's probably what's happening as well. It's a bit of a disgrace, really. So they're just viewing this as a complete money asset situation, aren't they? It's a disgrace and a nonsense. Okay then, guys. Right, nice one. So yeah, Greenwood. Let's cover what we've got on Greenwood as well very quickly here. So Greenwood will obviously remain a Manchester United player. At the moment, he's just on loan to Getafe. So Fab says that Mason Greenwood will formally return to Manchester United in June 2024 as he has left the club on loan to join Getafe. And Man United will pay more than 50% of his salary and just a small part covered by Getafe. So we mentioned this a little bit last night. I mean, that's pathetic, isn't it? But I guess it's better than paying 100% of his wages just to do nothing. Don't know if you saw the Getafe fans absolutely going mad as well, loving it. They're loving the acquisition of Mason Greenwood. So there was some pictures of them outside the stadium in Spain, and when the news came through that they had officially been able to sign Mason Greenwood on loan, they're all absolutely loving it. So it seems like Getafe fans, certainly the majority of them, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who have their reservations about him joining, but the majority of them seem pretty happy with the signing of Mason Greenwood. He is obviously a fantastic player, so from a footballing point of view, he'll probably do really, really well for Getafe and score a lot of goals, won't he? Berber says, hope someone re-signs Sergio Ramos and he smashes him to pieces. Get in there, my son. Greenwood, a top scorer. He is a fantastic goal scorer, and he's only 21. Like, in terms of development, he's probably gonna do really well for Getafe this season if he gets to play, and I'm sure they haven't got him for any other reason than him actually playing all the time. So pretty sure he's going to play quite a lot. As a human trash, says Jonathan Gallagher. Right, yeah, nice one. The Lazio president has talked about it as well. He was actually really interested in bringing him in. So this is the news from Lazio president. He said that I tried until the last minute to get Mason Greenwood. They didn't counter-sign in time. He wanted to come to Lazio. Apparently, he wanted to go to Lazio, and also, they were very much interested in bringing him in. So, I mean, there was actually more teams interested in Mason Greenwood in the end than I thought there would be, to be fair. Yeah, that was a strange reaction to the Greenwood announcement from their fans. I know their fans absolutely buzzing their tits off about the thoughts and the possibilities of watching Mason Greenwood this season. So they signed Mason Greenwood and they all absolutely exploded in joy. So fair enough, he is a great player, but I mean, come on. There's got to be an element of the fans over there that are not 100% happy about signing such a person. But anyway, to summarise, guys, it's been a classic Glazer shithouse window, this one, hasn't it? Classic Glazer shithouse transfer window. Very much disappointing. We have got rid of Mason Greenwood. We have got rid of a lot of players, fringe players and young players, and we've loaned out a bunch of players. Alvaro Fernandez on loan in Granada, etc. We've done all right, I suppose. We haven't got rid of the key players like Maguire and McTominay. We've signed some decent players, but we haven't signed enough. We're still lacking, in my opinion, a centre-back. We're still lacking a striker. We're still lacking probably another midfielder, if we're being honest as well, because the last thing we wanted to do was stick with McTominay and Donny van de Beek, because they're just not up to it. They're not good enough. Tyrone Marcio from the MEN here reports that says that two transfer windows have passed since the Glazers put Man United up for sale, and half of the transfers completed in that time have been loans. United aren't acting like a big club, and the takeover game has to come to an end. So, look, it's an absolute disgrace, really. It's classic Glazer shithousery. Get a hashtag Glazers out in the live chat, guys. Nothing will change and get better and improve at Manchester United until these dirtbags have gone. It's the same old story, really, unfortunately. It's another classic Glazer window of not truly investing. Yeah, they spent enough just to say that they've spent money and just to appease the fan base in some way. But the reality is they haven't gone the whole hog. They haven't kept up with the top teams in the league with spending and trying to make this team as good as it can be for Erik ten Hag, the manager, to do his job this season. They've spent and done just the bare minimum yet again. They've also tried to recoup as much cash as possible. And, you know, they just haven't really given it their all. It's a classic Glazer shithouse window here, folks. Nothing will get better at this club until they're gone. We have to hope that new owners are coming in at some point soon. But let's just be honest and say that we've got to keep protesting. We've got to keep it up. We've got to keep on the Glazer shithouses. We've got to say that we will not tolerate this anymore, because Man United is obviously a great club. It's the most supported club in the world in a lot of by a lot of metrics, and it's the most successful English club in terms of the history books as well. But we don't act like it. We really don't. We don't act like it in a lot of ways. In all areas, we are being left behind by the top sides, whether it's down to the stadiums and facilities or the playing squad and the way we go about things in the transfer window. We are being left behind, sadly. And the longer the Glazers are here, the longer it will go on. Until they're gone, we won't ever really get to where we need to be. It's sad but true. Okay, guys, right, I'm going to get into the live chat for a few minutes. I am actually melting and feeling super rough, so I'm going to probably do a short show today and get myself into bed and have a bit of a relaxation until this evening, because I'm feeling pretty rough indeed, actually. I've just got proper man flu on the go. Just feeling gash. So, yeah, I'm not going to stick on too long, but let's get into the chat for a few minutes. Make sure you smash that like on the video. Give us a subscribe if you're new to the channel. Click the bell icon for notifications. Get in there raw with your thoughts and opinions about the transfer window very quick. Just a little sort of breakdown of the transfer window quick video here today. But it will remain to be the same, I think, until those Glazer shithouses have left our football club, guys, really. Maybe Glazers want more money since United are in the Champions League. Maybe FCG. They certainly want more money. I think that obviously they're just trying to get as much as they can, and they're prepared to wait as long as possible. It's kicking off in the Spanish news, dude, about Greenwood move. Mate in Bella Medina says the press is questioning Getafe. They're getting slated. I would have thought they would slate them, to be honest. I would have thought the Spanish press would have slated them big time. Because look at all that business with Rubiales or whatever, and the Hermoso and the Spanish women's team. You know, look at all of that backlash that he received and is receiving, and then Getafe just go and sign somebody with certain allegations made against him that he has had. You know, you would think, crikey, they would not want to touch him at the moment based on the sort of backlash that's you know, the Spain, the Spanish heads are receiving right now, basically, you know. Pretty strange. Yes, Alanga scored. Get in there, my son. Marky Wallace says, I have now no doubt a lot of what took place in the window was in the most part out of control of Erik ten Hag. I'm not hopeful we have new owners by the next window. Yeah, fair play, Marky Wallace. I think you're probably right. Although, surely, like, Mason Mount is his signing. You know, he got him early in the window. That's a large amount of the money spent on Mason Mount. He's going to have to hope that Mason Mount does well. I'm sure we'll give him the chances to do well, but he's going to have to do well. From a Liverpool melter, I think it's sad also about what Man United has been reduced to due to the Glazers. Would much rather have United winning the title than the cheating City scumbags. Hey, well said there, Rando. I love that, mate. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, it's City cheating scumbags, man. Of all the things I've said about Scousers and Liverpool over the years, you can't argue that Liverpool, over the last however long, under Klopp and everything, have done it the right way. I.e., they've spent a lot less than a lot of the teams, including Manchester United and City and all these teams. Yet they've done it the right way, and they're not just a money team. So I've got to respect what Liverpool have done. I don't respect what Manchester City have done though. I haven't actually. Larry Hassan, no, I have to have a check out of that lad. Get in there. Berber says Spain has had a lot of high-profile domestic violence cases and stuff lately. Women being killed by partners, that sort of thing. Then the guy who kissed the player at the World Cup final. Yeah, exactly. I know. Very surprising that Mason Greenwood's gone there. It is bizarre, isn't it? It's absolutely bizarre. Very strange indeed. Yeah, I do think that's true. Obviously, that there must be backlash going on in regards to Mason Greenwood signing for a Spanish team with what's happened with the guy who kissed a player at the World Cup final, etc. It is quite odd. Very odd indeed. Okay then, peeps. Well, look, I'm going to wrap this stream up here, guys. Thank you so much for getting in here. I would stay on longer and have a chat with you legends, but I am actually just feeling proper rough right now. Got a bit of man flu going on. I'm going to rest up. Didn't sleep too well. Just woke up with a proper snotty McTominay vibe on the go. So come back afterwards. Get your thoughts and opinions in about the transfer window. Let us know your thoughts and opinions about what we've discussed. Any of your opinions on the players that we signed. Who should we have signed? Who should we have gone and got that we didn't? Who should we not have gone and signed, etc. Rushmano, what's going on, mate? Great to see you, my friend. He says retweet posts like tweets, attend protests, doing nothing will not get a club back. Well said, Rushmano. Absolutely, guys. Yeah, speak with your wallet as well, guys. Don't buy the merchandise. Don't buy the don't put any money into the football club at the moment. If that's what you can do, that's probably one of the best things to do. And obviously attend protests like Rushy says at the stadium. Make your voice heard on social media, share it all around, support protest groups like the 1958, etc. Get involved any which way you can, because as long as the Glazer shithouses are still here, nothing's going to get better. We never will be that title challenging, title winning side ever again, doing trebles like Manchester City, unfortunately. We probably never will. Yeah, indeed. Subscribe to the Clips channel as well, guys. I'll pin that to the top of the live chat. Thank you very much for getting in there. Rushy, I hope you're doing good today. Thank you, Duke of Rodtown. Thank you, Jonathan Berber, Rushy, everybody else getting in here raw. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to rest up. Yeah, I probably will be Pablo Escobar, my son. Thank you, everyone, for getting in here, guys. I'm going to chill now. Thanks for watching the stream. You've been a bunch of legends, as always. Drop a like on it before you go. Hit the sub up if new. Come back after and have your say. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. Thank you, Jonathan Gallagher, mate. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, Rushy, legend, Simon Almeida, Sir Jummy, John O'Connor. Thank you, everyone. Cheers, guys. Have a good day. Cheers, Gungshi, legend. Thanks for all the moderators. Thanks for all the members. Much love to you all. I'll be back at it. Well, hopefully later on tonight, guys. And then obviously we've got the Arsenal game tomorrow as well, peeps. Expect a cheeky preview and team news a few hours before kickoff tomorrow. Then we'll be going in there raw for the watch-along. Come on, United. Thank you, Rugmuncher007, and all the members and all the moderators and everybody else who's got in here. Thanks for watching, guys. That's it from me. Stay classy. Have a great day. And I'll catch you soon. Remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.